Hi. So this year comes to an end, and we all are waiting for the new year to come and just hoping that it would be good for every one of us. There would be no war, no pandemic, nothing, and it would be calm and peaceful year. And you all must have started making resolutions for. So making resolution is an annual goal setting event, right? Because with the coming of new year comes this ritual of the annual goal setting event, the making of New Year resolutions. The tradition of making New Year resolutions dates long back to the time of Julius Caesar. Did you know that? That is to the Babylonian times. There is a legend that Julius Caesar started this tradition to please the Roman mythical gods Janus, who had two faces. And Janus had the ability to look back into the past as well as into the coming year. The earliest resolutions were mostly based on morality, moral principles, morality based resolutions. But slowly these have evolved into making resolutions for almost everything, even for uh, like making resolutions for not eating junk food. So, why do people make such resolutions? Have a closer look at the psychology behind the New Year resolutions, we would find human beings by nature are aspirers as well as hedonistic. Hedonistic means we always strive for getting happiness. They continue for the uninterrupted betterment of their lives. We all do. The new year brings newer hopes and hope for a better tomorrow. This makes us endure pains and troubles. Newness has a kind of power, a kind of strength, an image of chastity, a picture of righteousness. We tend to get mesmerized by the spell of this newness, and we are seduced by the attractive and seemingly endless potential of this unknown period. Our minds have this conviction that things would be better than before. There is an enthusiasm of starting from a scratch. The year to come would kind of blanket our previous struggles and troubles under its snowy cloak. And we get enthralled by the lure of this expected respite, and we are tempted to vow for a change. So, this is the psychology behind making new resolutions. But the snowy cloak has to melt with the heat of passing months. And during the process, the snow becomes slippery ice, making us slip into our same old disappointed form. The resolutions taken on 1st January get buried under the passing months and are completely forgotten till the beginning of March. See how strong are our resolutions. Some people make resolutions about achieving those things for which they have been facing failures due to happenings in their lives, and it is natural. They want to redo everything. The persons who have been facing long term unemployment, obesity, disabilities, financial losses, not able to get married, or anything which makes them feel that they stand apart or they are different from others, are more likely to make New Year resolutions. A feeling to be out of the mainstream pushes them to strive, and at least in their thoughts and intentions. So we cannot blame them. They want to be an active part of the mainstream. But unfortunately, what happens? people are not able to stick to what they have promised for themselves and to themselves as something goes wrong somewhere. The intriguing, magical, and charismatic qualities of New Year lose their sheen with the passing time. Our deceptive promises in the form of New Year resolutions have a very low success rate. It's very unfortunate. But what are the reasons behind their massive failures? One of the reasons is making vague resolutions, which are not in alignment to the internal view of a person. Then there is unrealistic goal setting, which in the term of psychology can be stated as false hope syndrome. Including others in their resolutions also leads to failure because it would depend on others. And too many resolutions at a time, not having the required skills to fulfill the promises done to yourself, or not having done the homework properly, I may say. Success depends on changing behaviors. One needs to change thinking or rewire the brain. Scientists and psychotherapists have discovered that habitual behavior is created by thinking patterns that create neural pathways and memories. These, after some time, become the default basis of a behavior while choosing or declining something. Thus, change only can happen by creating neural pathways of thinking. And we need to practice that. What we need to do is to take small steps at a time and focus on specific and realistic goals. And this could help a person in achieving all their goals. One needs to know the physical, emotional, and mental state of oneself, and that too realistically and honestly. Just focus on your inner instincts rather than roaming around externally. Celebrate even smallest of the success without waiting for the final milestone to be reached. And don't take your shortcomings so seriously. Learn to laugh at yourself when you slip. But don't let the slip hold you back from working towards achieving your goal. And I'm sure you will be able to achieve all your New Year resolutions